it seems like this is kind of the first time it seems like the top three of the order kind of get hot, kind of at the same time. Just how much fun is it just seeing those two guys kind of do what they do at the same time?
Well, everyone, our lineup feeds off those guys. Certainly having those guys get on base, slugging, scoring runs, running deep counts. It just has an exponential effect, you know, for the rest of the guys and really taxing on the opposition. So, yeah, to see those guys playing the way they are, obviously, you know, as they go, we go.
I think you said like the day that you signed Freddie to win get down superstars. Is like today kind of the type of day that really shows itself?
That what?
That you have that, like today's the type of day that really shows itself that you kind of have superstars to win.
Well, you know, I think as far as, you know, superstar players, guys that, you know, there's guys that, you know, are talented and that are productive, but there's also superstar players that post every day and that, you know, grind it out every single day, and whether they're getting hits or not. And, you know, fortunately, those three guys are in that same class. They just love to play. They love to compete, and you know, when you play a long season, it's really helpful to have talented players that don't want off days. They want to play. They feel that, you know, are given the best chance for us to win a ball game is to have them in there.
Is that leadership in a way?
It's kind of just part of their DNA. You know, I think that, you know, you got to get to a certain point where you're not looking to get out of the lineup, and that's mental toughness. But you got to kind of, you know, learn that. And those guys throughout their careers, that's what they've done. And so, the season's grueling on everyone, but to be able to, you know, go out there day in and day out and not run from a matchup, and you're not feeling your best, they'll go out there and still have that expectation to go out there and perform, and they do it as good as I've seen.
But I mean, in terms of an example to other guys that, hey, these guys are playing every day, you have no excuse.
Yeah, certainly. You know, you look at what they do for Gavin in particular. I think he's really understanding, you know, what it takes to get your body right and your mind right to be able to be out there every day. You know, Will Smith is a guy that he's not going to play tomorrow, but I caught him 3 days in a row, and you know, I got to fight to get him out of the lineup. So these are good things, and even Cody, where he's been struggling, but he's not running to get out of the lineup. So certainly having those guys lead certainly very helpful for all of us.
What's been the difference in Julio the last two starts?
He's had some vinegar in him the last couple. He's been good the last 6 or 7, but there's been a little bit more conviction behind every throw. So you know, I think that's more of a question for him. But the way he came out and ripping the fastball today, touched 96, and you know, there was no easing his way into the game. And you know, he knows that coming out like that, he can hold his velocity. That long 5th inning on their side, I think, took something out of him. But to get through that last inning, that 6 was big.
Is that something that you've seen consistently from him in the past, or that kind of comes and goes when he's kind of pitching that way and throwing as hard as he is and having that conviction?
I think sometimes where a guy might not feel their best, certainly a starter, when you're making 20-something starts, you kind of conserve a little bit. But when you feel good, and like he has really the last few for me, he's going out hard and continuing to do that throughout the entire start, which is great.
Max has been stuffing at the plate, but a couple errors in as many games. Is there any concern that it's like bleeding over to that side at all?
No. You know, I think that he just got caught in between on that one right there, but came back, the next hitter, and nice double play turn. So I think that's the one thing, you know, my eyes and all the metrics say that he's been playing plus defense. So that's something that speaks his character.
Trea, this is now his 4th double-digit hit streak since he's joined you guys. What is it just about him that it just seems like he doesn't get in a slump, or if he does, he quickly bounces off of it?
Well, I mean, the bat to ball's there, the foot speed's there, but I still think that, you know, he's still controlling the strike zone better, and I think it's leading to more slug. But yeah, he just has a way of getting hits.
You ever had a guy like that that just has a way of getting hits like that?
I never had him, but I grew up watching a guy like Tony Gwynn who just had a knack to get hits, and Trea's he's going to always, come close to getting 200 hits a year, and be in the running for a batting title. And I just think he's done a great job this year of being a run producer as well, which has been good.